So welcome you all for Tungan online classes. We are discussing the chapter oscillations. In that oscillations, so yesterday we are continuing the level 2 questions. So today we will complete the remaining of level 2. Yesterday last question number is 35. Now the question number is 37. In this question number 37, the pendulum being beating seconds at an equator. So acceleration due to gravity given it as 978 centimeter per second square. It is taken to Antarctica where G value so 983 centimeter per second square. Okay now what we want to calculate is, so due to change in acceleration due to gravity. Here acceleration due to gravity 978, here 983. Due to change in acceleration due to gravity, compulsory time period value changes. What is the time period formula? T is equal to 2 pi into root over L divided by G. So T inversely proportional to root G. We know that now. So where here G1 value, so G1 value 978 centimeter per second square, whereas G2 value 983 centimeter per second square. So G1 for where? So G1 was there, pendulum beating at equator. This is at equator. Correct only na? So equator they given this value, and this is at given Antarctica. Antarctica, this is the value. So here G value is increase. When G value increase, obviously T value decrease to maintain the same time period. But this is for second pendulum. For second pendulum, what is the time period? Second pendulum time period is 2 seconds. Correct? So T value 2 seconds. To maintain the same time, what you need to change? Length value to change. Length value increase or decrease? So whenever acceleration due to gravity increases, so length value will be length. G value decrease means T value decrease. T value increase. So to maintain the same T value, length value should be decreased. What is the decrease in the length? Increase in the length, not decrease in the length. Acceleration due to gravity 978 to 980. Acceleration due to gravity increase. When G value increase, time period value decrease. Correct? Whenever G value increase, T value decrease. To maintain the same T value, what should I do? Length value increase. Already we discussed what is that increase in the length. That increase in length is given by the formula. So L2 minus G2 minus G1 by pi square. Correct? So what is G2 value? 983 minus 978 by pi square value 3.14 whole square. So 983 978 5 by 3.14 approximately 10, 9.87 something you will get, approximately 10, which is of 0.5 centimeter. What is this 0.5? Increase in the length. To maintain the same time period of 2 seconds, the length value to be increases by how much? Increases by 0.5 centimeters. Then what happens? Time period value will remain same. For example, if it is taken a place from pole to equator, acceleration due to gravity decrease. That time the time period value increase. To maintain the same time, length value to be decrease. Okay. So this is the question number 37. Next, question number 39. So what is this question is? In this 39, if the value of G on the surface of the moon is G by 6, then the time period of pendulum on the surface of the moon with respect to the earth. So what is the condition given? Acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1 by 6 times the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. We know that time period formula pendulum 2 pi root over L by G. Time period is inversely proportional to root G. Then time period for the moon by time period for the earth is equal to root over G value for the earth by G value for the moon. So we know that what is the value of G value for the earth divided by G value for the moon. So that is Ge by Ge will be equal to 6. Then what I get? Time period of the moon by time period of the earth will be equal to root over 6. Then time period of the moon is equal to root 6 times the time period of the earth. When the pendulum is taken from the earth to moon, its time period value increases by root 6 times. How many times? Root of 6 times. So pendulum will take more time to complete one oscillation. So due to that reason, the pendulum clock will run slowly on the surface of the moon compared with the surface of the earth. Okay, Nara? So this is question number 39. Next. So question number 41. So what is this question is, the period of a simple pendulum measured inside a stationary satellite is stationary lift. If the lift starts moving with an acceleration, so initially one lift was there, to this lift one pendulum was attached. When pendulum attached, the time period formula 2 pi into root over L by G. So this is the case when lift is at a rest. When lift is at rest, this is the value. Okay, now? But when lift is accelerating upwards. When lift is accelerating upwards, so time period formula T dash 2 pi into root over L value as it is by G dash. So what is G dash value? G dash is equal to G plus E when it is going up. Y means apparent weight of a person in a lift. Whenever lift is going up, acceleration upward. So upward direction force is normal reaction. Downward direction force is mg. Then R value greater than mg. R minus mg is equal to me. Then R is equal to m into G plus E. So R value will be written as m into A dash is equal to m into G plus E. What is the resultant acceleration? A dash value is G plus E. Okay, Nara? Whenever lift is accelerating up, the resultant acceleration value G plus E. Here A value given it as G by 3. So what happened to G dash? G dash value will get here. So G dash is equal to G plus G by 3. How much I will get? So 3G, LCM is 3. 3G plus G by 3, which is 4 into G by 3. This is the value of G dash. Substituting G dash in T dash formula. So what is T dash? 2 pi into root over L divided by G dash value 4 into G by 3. 3 will go to numerator, which is T dash root 3 by 2 into 2 pi into root over L by G. But 2 pi into root over L by G is T when lift is at a rest. So what will get? T dash root 3 by 2 into capital T. So what happened to time period value? 1.732 by 2. 1.732 by 2 value 0 point something. So T dash value greater or T value greater? So T dash value is smaller than T value. So why? Because when lift is accelerating up, so what happened to acceleration due to gravity? Increase. What happened to time period value? Decreases. Clear? This point should be cleared up. Here we will get this concept in where? In Newton laws of motion. That is concept based on apparent weight. Whenever the lift is accelerating down, that time I will get resultant acceleration G minus E. Okay, whenever lift is at rest or lift is moving with a uniform velocity, formula will be 2 pi into root over L by G. Okay, this is question number 41. Next, question number 43. What is this question number 43? The restoring force of a bomb of a simple pendulum Mass is given as 100 grams, the amplitude is 1 degree. So what they given here, amplitude is given 1 degree, that is in terms of theta. The restoring force of a bob on a simple pendulum. Question number 43. So what is the mass of the bob? 100 grams. 100 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg, which is 10 power minus 1 kg. Okay na? They asking what is the amplitude? Theta. Theta given it as 1 degree. So we know that 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. When you are using sine or cos function, so your value will be in degrees. Whenever you are not using sine or cos function, so your value will be in terms of radians. So 1 degree is equal to 2 pi divided by 360 radians. So can I convert the theta value? 1 into 2 pi divided by 360 radians. What is the force formula? The restoring force they are asking now. So F formula will be given by what? F is equal to, so m into g into theta. F is equal to, you know that in case of pendulum, now bob is pulled to one side through an angle theta. Its weight is mg, resolved into two components. This is theta. This is also equal to theta. This value mg cos theta, balanced by the tension. The unbalanced component is given by mg sin theta. This mg sin theta, whenever theta very small, so mg into sin theta, which can be written as m into g into theta. That is only the restoring force. M value 10 power minus 1, g value 10 into theta value 2 pi divided by 360. So simplify this. So what will get F value? 10 power plus 1 minus 1 cancel, which is 2 into, so 3.14 divided by 360. 3.14 divided by 360, which value is equal to, so that is generated as, so this is 6.28 divided by 360, or otherwise which is 628 divided by 360 into 10 power of minus 2. So what I will get F value? 316, that is 628 will go nearly of how many times? So 17 times. 360 ones are. It will not go more than that. So approximately it will go 17 times. Sorry, 1.7 times, not 17 times. 360 ones are and 7 are. So into 10 power of minus 2, which is given by 0.0. How many 2 zeros now? 0.017 newtons. Question understood? That is mg into theta. Mg into theta. Whenever sin theta, theta very small, sin theta value is equal to theta. Theta only the amplitude. For that the simple pendulum, so theta value should be less than or equal to 10 degrees. All oscillations of simple pendulum or with all amplitude is not essential. To execute the essential, the must and should condition is theta value should be less than or equal to 10 degrees. The amplitude of oscillation should be very, very small. Then only the motion is simple harmonic motion. Okay, now? So this is question number 40. Next, question number 45. Because of the simple questions, to going bit faster, very simple question solved. Once if the concept is understood, means doing the problems is very, very easy. So what is this question number 45? On a planet, a boy let fall freely from the height of 8 meters reaches the ground. So in 2 seconds. A boy falling from certain height, that height value given as 8 meters. Now time taken by the boy to reach the ground, so that is t is equal to 2 seconds. This is for which body? Freely falling body. For freely falling body. So what is the condition? Acceleration due to gravity. So is given by time of flight formula, or h is equal to half into g into t square formula. So t formula root over 2h by g. Okay, Nana? To calculate the height for freely falling body, by using the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, we will get h value is equal to half into g into t square. From this g value, 2 into h divided by t square. In this given question, they are asking, so if the length of a simple pendulum is 1 meter on that planet, what is the time? So they given L value is equal to 1 meter. Asking us to calculate the time period. 2 pi into root over L divided by Gp, where Gp is the acceleration due to gravity on that planet. To calculate that acceleration due to gravity, this data was given. So what will get Gp value? 2 into h value is how much? 8 by t square value how much? 4. 2 ones are 2 2s are 2 ones are 2 4s. So what about Gp value? Gp is equal to 4. When Gp is equal to 4, now L value is equal to 4 meter per second square. So T given by 2 pi into root over, so 1 divided by 4. So T is equal to 2 pi root 4 value 2. T value 3.14 seconds. Question clear? Simple, nothing is there. Instead of giving acceleration due to gravity directly, they given the data that time taken by the body to reach the ground. By knowing the time taken to reach the ground, so we can calculate acceleration due to gravity of that planet. Okay, Nana? So this is question number which one? So question number 45. Okay, na? So next question. Question number 47. So next one is the question number 47. So what is question number 47? A simple pendulum has a time period t in vacuum. Its time period when it is completely immersed in a liquid whose density 1 by 8 of density of the material of the body. So this question number 47. So actually what is the formula? Whenever bomb is suspended in air, the time period formula 2 pi into root over L divided by G. When the bomb is immersed in a liquid, whenever it is immersed in a liquid completely, so what happens? Its weight value changes. Due to change in weight, time period also changes. New time period given by 2 pi into root over L divided by, so what happened to G? G dash. Well, G dash is nothing but you know that according to Archimedes principle. According to which principle? Archimedes principle. Whenever body partially or completely immersed in a liquid, so weight of the body appears to be decreased. So apparent weight of the body will be equal to true real weight of the body minus buoyant force. So real weight of the body given by mg, apparent weight value given by m dash m into g dash. So will be equal to fb value given by v into rho l into g. What is fb? Buoyant force. M value can be written as v into rho into g minus v into rho l into g. So what I get? Can I take the common v into rho into g? Then 1 minus rho l by rho, where rho l is the density of the liquid, rho is the density of the body, will be equal to m into g dash. From this, m into g dash is equal to v into rho value is equal to m into g into 1 minus rho l by rho. So m value cancel. What happened to g dash? G into 1 minus rho l by rho. This derivation already we derived in so mechanical properties of fluids. whenever a body partially or completely immersed in a liquid, so acceleration due to gravity. Now can I substitute here? So that time what will get formula for T dash? 2 pi into root over L divided by G dash value G into 1 minus rho L by rho. So they given density of the liquid is 1 by 8 of the density of the material. Rho L value is equal to 1 by 8 into rho. From this, rho L by rho is equal to 1 by 8. When rho L by rho is equal to 1 by 8, what happened to T dash? 2 pi into root over L divided by G into 1 minus 1 by 8. Clear? So what will get T dash? 2 pi into root over L divided by G. LCM is 8. So 8 minus 1. What will get? T dash value is equal to 2 pi into root over 8 divided by 7 into G. 8 divided by 7 into G. Which can be written as T dash is equal to root over 8 by 7 into 2 pi into root over L by G value is equal to T. So this is the value of T. Since 8 value greater than 7, numerator more than denominator. So and root over value was there. Actually whenever you immerse it in the liquid, what happened to acceleration due to gravity? It decreases. When G value decreases, what happened to time period? Increases. Understood? So T dash value greater than which value? T. This is question number 47. Next. This question also we discussed in synopsis. In question number 49. Already there I derived. What the given question is, the time period of oscillation of a simple pendulum of length n suspended from the ceiling of a vehicle which moves without friction down an inclined plane of angle of inclination alpha. In this question 49, what they given? An inclined plane was there. So one vehicle is sliding down without any friction. Angle of inclination value alpha. Pendulum attachment to the rope. Now what happened? Its weight value given by mg. Mg resolved into components. This is alpha. So this value equal to alpha. This value mg cos alpha. This value mg sin alpha. So because of this force, now what happened? The vehicle will act like a non-inertial frame. A pseudo force will act on the pendulum. So that pseudo force will be acting, that is given by mg into sin t. And its weight is given by g. Now what happened? On the bob of the pendulum, two forces are acting, or two accelerations are there. One is g sin theta, another one is acceleration due to gravity. Its acceleration due to gravity g. Okay now? So what is the resultant acceleration? Gr by given by root over g square plus g square sin square theta, or sin square alpha, because they given angle of inclination alpha. So alpha g square sin square alpha. Can I take the value g square common, which is 1 plus sin square alpha. So what I will get? 1 plus sin square alpha. Sin square alpha plus cos square alpha value is equal to 1. Correct? So which value given by root over g square into this value is cos square alpha. So what I will get? Gr sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 1. 1 plus sin square alpha value is equal to cos square alpha. So gr value is equal to g into cos alpha. Correct? So we are calculating, these both are mutually perpendicular. So angle between them value is equal to, or sin square alpha you write it as, so 1 minus cos square alpha. You write here sin square alpha as 1 minus cos square alpha, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Not 1 plus sin square alpha not equal to cos square alpha. 1 plus sin square alpha can be written as cos square alpha, 1 minus cos square alpha. So then what I will get? Plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled now, acceleration due to gravity, then gr value is equal to g into cos alpha. That is the time period formula 2 pi into root over L divided by gr. The t value is equal to 2 pi into root over L divided by g into cos alpha. So this is the expression for time period. Whenever a body sliding down the inclined plane, its time period value will be given by this number. But here getting a small variation. So what can I able to write is that is the value of g cos alpha and g sin alpha. So that is mg into sin alpha only. This value will be equal to g, and the another value will be equal to g cos alpha. So resultant value is equal to correct only. You simplify this. After simplification, you will get gr value is equal to g cos alpha. This is question number 14. Next, question number 15. So what is this question is? Pendulum meets second on the surface of the earth. That is time period value on the earth's surface. Time period value on the earth's surface is equal to 1 second. How we know 1 second? Pendulum that beats a second. So whose time period? Beat means oscillation. Time taken to complete one oscillation is 1 second. Okay, on the surface of the earth. Now it is taken to a depth. What is the time period? TD. TD formula 2 pi into root over L divided by GD, where GD is the acceleration due to gravity at that depth. So what I will answer given by GD value? GD given by root over, so L divided by GD is equal to G into 1 minus d by 1. That we know that in gravitation we study the variation of acceleration due to gravity with the depth is given by 1 minus d by 1. Here the given depth value d is equal to 1 by 4th of the radius, r by 4. So then what happened to GD? GD value is equal to G into 1 minus r by 4 in 4r. R cancel. So GD value G into 4 minus 1 by 4. So what I get GD is equal to 3 into G by 4. Can I substitute what I get u time period? So what is the value of TD divided by T on the surface will be equal to root over acceleration due to gravity on the surface by acceleration due to gravity at the depth. So what is TD by TS is equal to, so acceleration due to gravity on the surface is G at a depth of GD value, so 3 into G by 4. So GG cancel, TD by TS is equal to root over 4 divided by 3. Root 4 value 2 by root 3 value 1.7, which is 1.208 seconds. 208. Anyhow, TD value 1 second. Therefore, TS value 1 second. TD also equal to 1.208 seconds. Okay, now understood? This is the question based on the gravitation. So what is it means? The chapter is which one oscillations, but we are getting the concept based on every chapter. We got the concept based on mechanics, motion in straight line. We got the concept based on mechanical properties of fluids. Now we got based on gravitation. So we cannot think all chapters are interrelated with each other. So all are interrelated only. One chapter and one chapter interrelated with each other. So this is question number 15. Next, question number 15. Now questions are based on that spring mass system. Till now we discussed based on simple pendulum. So now we will get based on spring and mass system. A ball of mass 5 kg hanging from a spring of force constant K. One ball of mass given it is hanging by a spring. So M value 5 kg. Spring constant value given K only, K Newton by meter. And it is oscillating with a certain time. If the ball is removed, the spring is for shortened. Now actually what happened? Weight of the ball will act mg. Because of the weight of the ball, what happened? Spring will be elongated. It is elongated by a distance, let me call x. So in equilibrium, restoring force value will be balanced by weight. So what is restoring force value? Kx. Weight value given by m into g. What is exert? Elongation of the spring. Until weight is there, spring will be elongated. Once weight is removed, the spring will be compressed by a value x only. So then what will get x value? M into g by k. M value given as 5 into g by k. So this is the distance by which the spring is compressed whenever that ball is removed. Okay, now this is question number 53. Next, question number 55. So this is the question based on springs only. Two springs of force constant 1000 and 2000 stretched by the same force. There are two springs are there. First spring or second spring. But spring constant values are different, K1 and K2. So K1 value 1000 Newton by meter and K2 value 2000 Newton by meter. Same force applied on both of them. Force applied same. Here also F, here also F. They are asking what is the respective potential energy. What is potential energy formula? Whenever spring is compressed or elongated, work is needed to be done. The work done will store in the form of potential energy. So what is the potential energy in work energy power chapter? 1 by 2 into K into x square, where K is the spring constant. But we know that F value is equal to K into x according to Hooke's law. So K value is equal to how much R? X value is equal to how much? F divided by Q. Here they given K values and F value same. So F1 is equal to F2 is equal to F. Same force applied. So X value is equal to F by K. Then what happened to potential energy? U is equal to 1 by 2 into K. X value is F square by K square. So K cancel. U value is equal to F square by K. When F value constant, U inversely proportional to K. Are you getting up? So then what happened to U1 by U2? U1 by U2 is equal to K2 by K1. K2 value 2000 by K1 value 1000. So what will be the ratio? U1 is to U2 is equal to 2 is to 1. If you consider directly this formula, you will think that potential energy value directly proportional to K. But when you can take U potential energy directly proportional to K, when X is constant. But here X value not constant. Which spring the K value more, that spring elongation value less. Which spring the K value less, that spring elongation is more. So that's why I have written potential energy is in terms of force, which is given by U value is equal to F square by K. Okay now? This is question number 55. Next. Question number 57. Even this question also you got in work energy power chapter. If K is the force constant of a spring, then work done in increasing its extension from L1 to L2. So directly you know 57. When initially length value is equal to L1, so potential energy or work done U1 value is equal to W1 is equal to half into K into L1 square. So finally, if the length value is equal to L2, final potential energy U2 is equal to W2 will be equal to half into K into L2 square. In order to elongate from L1 to L2, so work done value is equal to change in potential energy, which is U2 minus U1, which is equal to half into K into L2 square minus L1. Directly you know, that's why I am writing directly. So what I will get the value? Work done in order to elongate the spring from length L1 to L2 will be given by 1 by 2 into K into L2 square minus L1. Okay, next question number 59. Even this is also same. Two springs with the spring constant of K1 and K2. K1, K2 greater than K1 are stretched by the same force. Same now. The work done for elongating the spring, so it will be stored in the form of potential, which is 1 by 2 into K into x square. This one can be also written as 1 by 2 into s square by k. You know that now? In terms of force and the spring constant. When force value same, W inversely proportional to K. Here the given condition K2 greater than K1. When K2 greater than K1, what happened to W? W2 less than W. So work done for more for which one? Work done now. So more work is done for which one? So W, that is for K1. So for K1. Question understood? K1 you need to do more work. K2 value greater than K1. Same force applied. More work is done for the spring constant. So you don't think, sir, whenever K value more, work done has to be more. Work done value 1 by 2 into K into x square. Work done value directly proportional to K when x is constant. But here x value not constant. Okay, this is question number 15. Next, question number 61. So this is the question based on combination of springs. We discussed in the springs series and springs parallel. So in this, you know that formula. So when springs are connected in series, that you know that. In series combination, what will be constant? For series combination. So what will be constant? Force will be constant. The restoring force value is constant. In series combination, 1 by Ks is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus 1 by K3 plus so and so 1 by K. Whenever springs are connected in series, time period formula 2 pi into root over m divided by Ks. This is the formula for Ks. Now what is the question they given is spring constant value is how much of K, 2K, 3K, like so and so. What is the next one? Last one. So last one is divided as 2048K. 2048 is very large. So when this value is very large, I can take so infinitely large. So I can take the extension up to infinity like this. Though they are not given infinity, this 2048 is very large number. I taken it as up to infinity. So what is K1 value? 1 by K. K2 value 1 by 2K. K3 value 1 by 4K. Like so on. If I take the value of 1 by K common, so what I get? 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cube plus so on. So you check it all are in GP. When there are infinite number of terms are there for GP, so what is nth term formula? 1 divided by 1 minus R. So what is 1 minus R value? 1 by 2. So what I get answer for 1 by Ks? 1 by Ks value is equal to 1 by Ks is equal to, so this what I will get? 2 divided by, so K into 2 minus 1. So what I will get? Ks value? Ks value is equal to K by 2. When Ks is equal to K by 2, what is time period formula? 2 pi into root over m divided by Ks value K by 2. 2 will go to numerator. P is equal to 2 pi into root over 2m by k. Okay now, question understood? Though they are not given infinite, so I have taken the values very infinite, very large, so that's why infinite. Okay? Question number 61, very important model. Whereas for parallel, you know that the formula. Whenever springs are connected in parallel, elongation value constant. When elongation constant, what is the formula for Kp? K1 plus K2 plus K3 plus so and so K. This is the formula for parallel and this is the formula for series. In series, force value constant. In parallel, elongation value constant. Next question. So this is the last question. for this class. So one more question is there. 63. After this, one more is there. Na? What is this 63? A spring of force constant K cut into 3 equal parts. Directly you can tell. What is the relation between the spring constant and the length of the spring constant of a spring? Inversely proportional to length. Correct? Then this question number 63. So what they given is spring constant value inversely proportional to L. Okay. So now they are telling length value divided, spring length value divided into 3 equal parts. When you divide into 3 equal parts, so what I get? K dash by K is equal to L dash by L. Sorry, L by L dash. Where L dash value is equal to L by 3. So length of each part L by 3. So what I get? K dash by K. K dash by K value is equal to L by 3. L cancel. K dash is equal to 3 into P. Whenever length becomes divided into 3 equal parts, the spring constant of each part will become 3 times. Okay now? So last question of this class. This is question number 65. In this question what I given is a spring constant of 5 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton by meter stretched initially by 5 centimeter. So 61. Spring constant value K is 5 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton by meter. Initially elongated by 5 centimeters or 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Now they are telling that then work required to stretch it further by 5 centimeters. So x2 value is given by initially 5, so 5 plus 1. Which is given by 10 centimeters, 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Work done formula 1 by 2 into K into x2 square minus x1 square. Correct? So 1 by 2 into K value 5 into 10 to the power of 3 into x2 square value 10 square minus x1 square value 5 square into 10 to the power of minus 2. You simplify this 1 by 2 into 5 into 10 to the power of 3 into 100 minus 25 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So what I get? W value is equal to 5 by 2 into 10 to the power of plus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 into 75. So W value is equal to 1s are to 2.5. 2.5 into 75 is that is 187.5. 187.5 into 10 power minus 1, which is equal to 18.75 Newton meter or joules. This is what question understood. Initially elongation this much. In order to elongate further by 5 centimeters, that is final elongation is 5 plus 5 times. Work done value is equal to 1 by 2 into K into x2 square minus 6. This is regarding level 2 of these oscillations. Remaining will continue level 3 in the next class. Thank you.